Our second Business Leadership Award goes to Miss Stella Lee. Stella Lee is Senior Vice President of BYD Company Limited and President of BYD Motor. Now, those of you who haven't heard of this company should have. It's a global green technology company based in Los Angeles, and Stella Lee is responsible for overseeing the company's day-to-day operations and long-term strategic planning, but that only tells a tiny part of the story, because she's been largely responsible for developing the U.S. business of BYD. BYD, by the way, stands for Build Your Dream. And for those of you who don't follow this industry carefully, this is a company that was only established about 25 years ago, and it now is one of the 3 or 4 global leaders in renewable battery technology and development. They are producing electric cars, but more interesting, in my dinner table conversation with Stella Lee, they're producing battery-driven buses, battery-driven trucks, which will have major impacts on reducing urban air pollution. But they have hundreds of people devoted to R&D in these areas. Those of you who read your weekend papers may have read some articles about the problems that countries that are shifting to renewable energy, such as solar power and wind power. What do you do in the down periods when you don't have wind or you have cloud cover? Well, one of the approaches is battery technology, so that you can store up energy when you have the surplus and then rely on it to carry you through these periods. So this is some years down the way, but BYD is one of the companies that is at the forefront of pushing forward this type of technology. What's significant about Stella Lee is that she joined this company when it was a small company, and she has been instrumental in turning it into a major global contributor to technology and sales in this area. She got her BA from Fudan University, which of course is one of the top universities in China, and she was appointed Vice President of BYD Company in 2002 when it was much, much smaller, and so she has seen this company grow up with her. It is a great pleasure, Stella Lee, to present you with this Business Leadership Award.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Royal. Actually, Ambassador Royal speaks perfect Chinese, especially with a little bit tongue with Chongqing Hua. Yeah. Good evening, all the distinguished guests. Thank you for the kind introduction. I'm honored to receive the award from U.S.-China Policy Foundation, whose work in fostering closer Chinese-American relationship is becoming even more important. As a Chinese company working to bring good paying green manufacturing jobs to America, not only America, California, Los Angeles, which is the hub for a lot of lawyers. So you can imagine how challenging it will be. BYD is proud to play a role in strengthening the bond between United States and China. BYD's job growth in U.S. tells an important part of the story. Beginning of 2013, with about 35 employees, BYD has grown to nearly 800 of the last month, all manufacturing jobs in California, an increase of 20 times within shortly 4 years. So this is just a small step for our big future potential in the next 10 years. So the growth has been made possible by programs at all levels of government, including the federal Tiger and the Lolo programs, state grants, and local incentives across the countries. It is also important to note that U.S. China are learning from one another's policy effort. For example, China policymaker recently adopt California ZEV program for using in China in both, and both regions are working closely. We are working with State Department together with China to mapping out a pathway to achieve zero emission goals for all the transportation, for our electricity, then to build a clean future for our offspring. The administration's infrastructure plan has this potential to provide another policy platform that both nations can learn from and improve upon. Our country's long and successful relationship has brought prosperity to both sides of the Pacific. BYD looks forward to doing its part to keep strengthening that bond even further and stronger. As our name said, build your dreams together. Thank you.